What's up, my fellow Terrarians? My name is Nova, and welcome to my latest playthrough. Well, it is my latest playthrough, and I am once again going to be revisiting the Dragon Terraria mod. Why, you might ask? Well, the reason is because I just found out that there are more mods out there that add a lot of more content to this mod. So I wanted to cover it again before having to move on to a bigger mod in the future. You might also be wondering, what exactly am I doing here at nighttime rather than the usual daytime that I usually start my playthroughs? Well, to be honest, I kind of had a mishap happen, which basically corrupted my video file, therefore deleting the first 30 minutes of my playthrough. But don't worry, you didn't miss, anything important. Just me mining and exploring a little bit. Now, I've gotten the intro out of the way. Let's continue on with the video from where I left off. Since I had already mined a lot, I felt that it was time to start building a house. Now, instead of my, usual block houses that I tend to make, I decided to instead make something a little bit different, something new to spice things up. I decided to build this, sky, well, not sky, but a base that was floating in the air and was kind of connected in 4 quadrants instead of just being the standard block square house or prison, as I usually call them. I then went mining for a bunch of life crystals in order to increase my maximum health pool. I also found a very, very rare enchanted sword shrine in the wild. You rarely see these type of things in a world seed, so I'll take that. I don't really necessarily need the sword, but I'll take it anyway. I then made a bunch of platinum items back at base. After making the items, I went to explore the left side of the world to see what I can find. I had downloaded a mod that changes the world terrain quite a bit. That is why you might see some very odd looking things that I'm passing. I got to the jungle and then quickly went back because there were too many slimes. I then crafted 2 weapons called the Key Blaster and the Key Beam. I went to the right side of the world instead and found the corruption, and then went back home after breaking like 2 orbs. Sensing that I had prepared enough for a boss fight, it was time to fight the very first boss, called the Eye of Cthulhu. Here we go, wish me luck. You might have probably noticed that there is something wrong with the Eye of Cthulhu. The Eye of Cthulhu is behaving rather strangely. Well, that is because I have downloaded a mod that completely reworks all the pre-hard mode Terraria bosses. The hard mode ones might come later in the future, but these 3 hard mode ones for now, so that they rework them so that they will be very fun to fight. So I'm going to explore that later on with the rest of the 3 hard mode bosses. Since my boss were stay active, I decided to fight another eye to get more resources. I noticed that when I killed the 2 eyes, an item called the Fruits of Might dropped, but I could not find it in my inventory. So I decided to spawn them in because I had legitimately gotten them, and they had no right to delete them from my inventory. They increased the max health and the key of the player, and also unlocks a special evil transformation if you have a certain trait. A trait that I unfortunately do not have. It can also be used to craft an accessory that I'm going to be getting later. When morning came along, the goblins decided that it was time to invade my base. So I'm going to have to kindly ask them to leave at the front door. I know they probably won't listen to me and probably throw a fit, but it is something I'm willing to deal with. I then bulldozed them rather quickly and got an accessory that boosts my key meter. So that was, actually a kind of useful event. Yeah, W for goblins, I guess. I ran over to the corruption in order to start the fight with the Eater of Worlds, feeling, a bit confident after my last boss W. Now let's see how the rework changes this boss. Is it just me, or does the Eater of Worlds take little to no damage? No, I'm right. The boss is tanky as all hell. It's going to be a rather rough fight, I feel. Oh, for Christ's sakes, not the circle move from Eternity mode. Now I'm going to, be truly screwed. During another circle move, something strange was happening to me. I suddenly transformed into the false Super Saiyan form. So this is going to be my first official transformation that I get. I died not too long after that. I then went underground to try to fight the Eater of Worlds from there, see if, there would be an improvement. But unfortunately it despawned because I was apparently too far away from it. I tried another one, but I died rather quickly. Okay, so let's do this properly instead and try not to die again. Okay, the Eater is acting very strangely. And wait, huh? Huh? There are 2 of them now? I'm probably going to die again, so yeah, I assume I'm going to die again. This is going to be a rough fight, probably. barely managed to survive the Eater encounter. At least I got a new transformation of this boss, so that is a win, I guess. After killing the Eater, I went over to the underground jungle to start farming for some new crystals and a new type of material that drop post-Eater of worlds. I grinded enough to craft what I want to craft, which is a new armor called the Turtle Hermit set. I then upgraded my Energy Blast to the Energy Blast Barrage. I then made a Spirit Ball. I then crafted the Enchanted Dragon Ball, which is an accessory that basically boosts my stats like crazy. It also acts like a pseudo transformation, so another transformation gotten. I then went back to the underground jungle again and intentionally this time broke the bee larvae and then summoned the queen bee. Using my false Super Saiyan transmission to completely destroy the queen bee. Well, it's good to know how OP I have gotten. I then crafted a tranquil crystal which unlocks a new transformation again. This transformation is called the Full Power transformation. It does less damage than the false Super Saiyan transformation, but it costs less ki to maintain, which is, kind of perfect for if you don't have too much ki drainage on your transformation. I tried out my new transformation against the 18th time just to see how quickly I could kill it. Well, yeah, that just happened. I think I'm becoming a bit too strong too quickly. Maybe there is like a boss that can humble me and kill me. Now let's try out my transformation on a much more powerful. So I picked Skeletron to fight. Well, that was a weird and slightly confusing fight.
Hey yo, what the fuck?
Wait, bro having a seizure right now. Look at him go. I went back to base after killing Skeletron and summoned the Eye again so that I might achieve a new form called the real Super Saiyan form. I actually got the form on my first try, so I don't have to do this multiple times. After that, I went back to the dungeon and started farming a bunch of skeletal essences. in order to use it to craft new items and a new armor set. Once I had farmed enough essences, I went around the world and gathered the Dragon Balls. I wanted to use them to change my trait and get a new one that I haven't gotten already. On the first one, I got the legendary trait, but I already played through that one before on the last video on this mod. The next one was called the sinful trait, which nearly doubled my health and massively increased my ki bar. So this was an extremely powerful trait. It also gives me access to a new transformation later in the future, once I have figured out how to get it. I then went to hell and mined a whole bunch of hellstone ore. I then waited in the snow biome for the Deerclops to spawn in. When he had spawned, I jumped in instantly, almost instantly killing him in the process. It looks like I have become a bit too powerful. I have become death, the destroyer of worlds. I then crafted the Kamehameha and dirty fireworks. I also crafted the Hellzone grenade weapon. While I was farming off screen, I obtained a new transformation called the Full Power Super Saiyan form. It is currently my most powerful form and also the most stable form. It basically drains like no ki at all. The only type of ki that it drains is when you use your weapons. Otherwise it's just stable and you don't drain ki constantly when using it. And you can stay in the form indefinitely. Now that I have achieved this form, it's time to put it to the test against the Wall of Flesh. I am probably going to school the Wall of Flesh. Okay, so I was having a bit of a problem with the wall in the beginning. When I actually started focusing on fighting the wall, I instantly killed it. Now that I am in hard mode, maybe I might be able to obtain that one weapon that I've been trying to get for a long time. Since I didn't show any footage of me trying to get the weapon, I've been killing a bunch of eyes of Cthulhu off screen in order to get a special type of material that can drop from a main boss. But since I have yet to get it, it's quite sad. The material crafts a special type of weapon that could be fun to play around with, to be honest. But maybe I would have to be in hard mode for me to get the material for that weapon. It didn't really specify the mod writings didn't really specify how exactly I do get it, and do I have to be in pre-hard mode or hard mode? I'm assuming it's hard mode since I've been killing a bunch of eyes in pre-hard mode and still not gotten it. But anyway, thanks for watching. Make sure to like, comment and subscribe to boost me into the YouTube algorithm. And yeah, bye. See you next video. Bye.